What is up everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I have an exciting Retro FSD update. This is my most anticipated update yet, as we head back into the 1990s, and we're starting off in the winter of 1998 as we have some exciting developments within the Retro FSD project. Here we go everybody, let's hop in and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm excited to finally get into the 20th century with the Retro FSD project. Additional acquisitions were made that allowed me to make this update possible. Sioux Falls in 1998 looked quite different compared to the last several updates analyzed from the early and mid-2000s. Here's all the services. Northwest Airlines to Minneapolis, Northwest Airlink operated by Mesaba to Minneapolis, TWA to St. Louis, and United Express to Huron, South Dakota, Denver, and Chicago. We have some very unique aircraft types that operated into Sioux Falls during this time. First, United Express was operating the Embraer EMB 120 Brasilia, a mold of which does not exist in 1:400 scale. I'm hoping either Gemini jets or NG models gets to do this in the future, so when the time comes I can come back and revisit this era with this applicable aircraft. Second, Northwest Airlink, operated by Mesaba, had the de Havilland Dash 8 100. These were operated up until 1998 when they were sold to Piedmont Airlines, the same Piedmont that operates under the American Eagle moniker today. The Dash 8s would be replaced by the Saab 340s. For a time as well, Northwest intermittently operated the Boeing 727 on the Minneapolis services. For the February 1998 schedule, it was not featured. However, additional research found that they were used from time to time with the DC-9s. I'm hoping to have all three of these planes in my collection, two of which don't exist in 1:400 scale, in my collection in the future, but it will take quite the effort to get them all. Welcome to the Sioux Falls Regional Airport. Today is February 3rd, 1998. Plenty of movements are happening on this cold winter day. At Gate 2, we have this Northwest Saab 340. As mentioned previously, these aircraft were intended to replace the Dash 8 100s. Both were flown to Sioux Falls simultaneously in 1998. Saabs arrived up to twice a day, with the Dash 8s hanging on to a single service in the evening. This aircraft arrived from Minneapolis at 9:05 a.m. local time. One of many important acquisitions made during the 2022 holiday season was this Northwest DC-9 in the bowling shoe livery. Parked at Gate 4, this aircraft operated up to 6 flights daily, and therefore was a common sight in Sioux Falls. Northwest operated the DC-9s throughout the late 20th century, with most of their DC-9s coming from the acquisition of Republic Airlines. These DC-930s, along with the Stretch Series 50, stuck around through the Delta merger. I'm still a bit sad that I never got to see one in person. Anyways, this aircraft is operating on the first DC-9 service of the day from MSP, arriving at 10:16 a.m. local time. With some research done after my June 2000 update, positioned at Gate 5 is this TWA DC-930. This photo I found during my research indicates a TWA DC-9 parked at or near Gate 5 with a jet bridge, although in this terminal map, this shows no jet bridge at Gate 5. It would be interesting to know what may have warranted the jet bridge removal. TWA introduced this livery in 1995, following their emergence from their first bankruptcy filing, of which would be their last livery. This service originated from the days of Ozark Airlines, who also used to operate DC-9s to Sioux Falls. Most of the DC-9s that survived with TWA up until the AA acquisition are, in fact, ex-Ozark airframes. TWA operated up to 3 times daily from St. Louis, and this aircraft is arriving on the 10:20 a.m. service. At Gate 6 is this United 737-300. The Solbass livery survived well into the late 1990s, coexisting with the then-new Battleship Gray livery introduced in around 1994. United operated both the 727-200 and 737 to Sioux Falls, with the 737 arriving late at night, at 10:09 p.m. And for good measure, here's the United 727. Taxiing out of Gate 6, this aircraft will be making the return to the Mile High City, departing at 3:35 p.m. local time. United would retire their 727s by 2001. I hope you enjoyed this next Retro FSD update. Once again, I'm making great work through this project, and I'll be continuing to acquire assets from the 1990s as time continues. Some 90s assets that I will need yet will include a Delta 737-200 widget, Northwest Airlink F-27, TWA DC-910 with a twin stripes livery, and a United 737-300 in the Battleship Gray livery. Once we complete the 1990s, we will be heading to the 1980s. With information becoming a bit more scarce during this era, new updates may continue to be in the 2000s for a period of time, but I will continue to acquire assets from past eras as necessary. Stay tuned for further Retro FSD updates and news, as I do plan on making some trips to one of the local libraries in hopes of finding more applicable information for my project. With that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.